Spanning over 19,000 miles or 32,000 kilometers, this massive road stretches across 2 continents, connecting dozens of countries and passing through some of the most diverse and stunning landscapes on the planet. Stay tuned as we take a look at the longest highway in the world. The highway in question is the Panamerican Highway, also known as the Panamericana or the Interamerican Highway. It begins all the way up in Prudhoe, Alaska, and stretches all the way down to Argentina. Along the way, it passes through Canada, the United States, Mexico, Central America, and South America. It is also known as the world's most motorable road, meaning that you can drive nearly the entire route. The idea for the Panamerican Highway was first proposed in 1923 at the 5th International Conference of American States. The conference was held in Santiago, Chile, and was attended by representatives from 21 countries. The idea was to create a road that would help facilitate trade and communication between the countries of the Americas to help them flourish as a whole. The construction of the Panamerican Highway started in the 1930s, with various sections being complete and built by different countries along the route. The United States and Canada did not participate, however, in the construction of the highway, as they already had well-developed road networks. However, they did provide financial and technical assistance to the other countries involved. The Panamerican Highway passes through a total of 14 countries, which includes the United States, Alaska only, Canada, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, and Argentina. The highway is not continuous, as there's a 100-mile gap known as the Darien Gap between Panama and Colombia. This gap is a dense rainforest that is impassable by road. The Panamerican Highway is an important artery for trade and commerce in the Americas. It provides a vital link for the transportation of goods and people between the different countries along its route. The highway also plays a crucial role in the tourism industry, as it provides access to some of the most beautiful and remote destinations in the Americas. Despite its significance, the Panamerican Highway is not without its challenges and difficulties. For example, the highway passes through some of the most remote and inhospitable regions in the world, and can be challenging to navigate. In many areas, the road is poorly marked and may be in bad condition, making it difficult to travel at high speeds, which kind of defeats the purpose of a highway in the first place. In addition, there may be long stretches without gas stations or other amenities, so it's important for travelers to plan and be prepared for any situation. In addition, some parts of the highways pass through remote and dangerous areas where crime and banditry are common. In Central America, for example, the highway passes through some of the most violent and lawless regions in the world. Another challenge that travelers may encounter is the weather. The Panamerican Highway passes through a wide range of climates and weather conditions, from the frozen tundra of Alaska to the scorching deserts of northern Mexico. In some areas, the weather can be extreme and unpredictable, posing a serious hazard to travelers. To give an example, in the highlands of Peru, the weather can change rapidly and travelers may encounter snow, sleet, and fog in the same day. In other areas, such as rainforests of Central America, the weather can be hot and humid and travelers may be at risk of heat stroke and other heat-related illnesses. Additionally, tourists should be aware of the potential for crime and violence along the route. In some parts of Central America, the Panamerican Highway passes through areas that are controlled by criminal gangs and other dangerous organizations. These areas could be dangerous for travelers, and it is important to exercise caution and avoid traveling alone or at night. In addition, travelers should be aware for potential robbery and should avoid carrying large amounts of cash or valuable items. Despite these challenges, the Panamerican Highway remains a popular destination for adventure seekers. The journey along the highway provides a unique opportunity to see and experience diverse landscapes, cultures, and people of the Americas. For many, the challenges and difficulties of the journey are part of the appeal and add to the sense of adventure and accomplishment. However, if you're planning on taking this journey after watching this video, it's important for you to be prepared and take the necessary precautions to ensure a safe and enjoyable journey. Now, when it comes to logistics, the Panamerican Highway is not always the most direct or efficient route between 2 points. In many cases, there are faster and more direct alternatives, such as flying or taking a boat. As a result, the highway is not heavily used by commercial vehicles, and is primarily used by tourists and locals traveling between towns and cities. Despite these challenges, the Pan-American Highway remains an important and impressive achievement. It is a symbol of solidarity and cooperation among the countries of the Americas, and a testament to the determination and ingenuity of the people who built it. The Pan-American Highway is also a popular route for long-distance motorcyclists. For many, the journey across the Pan-American Highway is a once-in-a-lifetime adventure filled with unforgettable memories and experiences. This largest highway in the world is a remarkable feat of engineering and symbol of the Americas. Despite its challenges and difficulties, the highway remains an important artery for trade and commerce and is a popular destination. Its construction was a collaborative effort among the countries of America and continues to play a vital role in the regions. In recent years, efforts have been made to improve the condition of the Pan-American Highway and address some of its challenges. Many countries along the route have implemented programs to upgrade and maintain the highway and to improve its safety and security of its travelers. One of the most notable efforts has been the Pan-American Development Project, which was launched in 2002 by the Interamerican Development Bank, IDB for short. The project had been implemented in several countries along the highway, including Ecuador, Peru, and Chile. The goal of the project is to improve the infrastructure and safety along the highway to promote economic development in the region. The IDB has provided financial and technical assistance to the countries involved in the project and has worked closely with local authorities and communities to identify and address the most pressing needs. The project has some notable successes, including the construction of new roads and bridges, the improvement of existing roads and highways, and the implementation of safety measures such as guardrails and traffic signs. In addition to the IDB project, many of the countries along the routes have also implemented their own programs to improve their portion of the Pan-American Highway. For example, Ecuador has invested heavily in renovation and expansions of its highways and has implemented a program to provide financial assistance to local communities along the route. Peru has also invested in the improvement of its highways and has worked to improve safety and security of travelers. Overall, the efforts to improve the Pan-American Highway have been successful and had a positive impact on the region, which is the most important part. The highway is in better condition than it was in the past and is safer and more accessible for travelers. However, there is still much work to be done and many challenges remain. As the highway continues to play a vital role in the region, efforts to improve and maintain it will need to be ongoing. What do you think about the Pan-American Highway? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.